Well, there's been a lot of back and forth between the candidates in this presidential race, but have things gotten out of hand? And what do potential voters think? CBS 4's Dan Joseph hit the streets in the Valley to find out more.
This presidential campaign has been interesting, to say the least. So in this week's edition of Say What, we wanted to find out what people think about the overall tone of the race.
It's outrageous. It makes our country look like we're a little on the shaky side mentally.
I think they're trying to cheat old Trump myself. Everything they're saying against him, they're really putting it out there bad.
There's at least one candidate that tells it like it is and what the people in this country can really afford to do.
In the GOP race, many polls show voters believe the campaign's too negative. What are the most negative things you can recall hearing, seeing, or reading about in this race?
About every statement Mr. Trump has made, just across the board. It's outrageous. There's no other word for it.
Gee, there's so many negative things that the best thing to do is just stand back and watch. Actions speak louder than words.
There's a whole lot of negative, if you listen to the news media, against Trump. He's a businessman, and that's what people don't get. We don't need no more politicians in Washington. It's overrun with them crooked suckers already. They're not in there for you and I. They're in there to fill their pockets. I'm all for Trump. I don't mind saying that. He's my man.
If a candidate uses hateful or distasteful attacks on opponents, how likely will that affect whether you vote for them?
If my candidate said that, I would be incensed and probably not vote for her.
I would not vote for them.
The only time that Trump's ever got hateful is when somebody jumps on him first, and he's like I am. Somebody jumps on me, I'm going to hit back, right? That just makes me want to vote for Trump more.
With this week's edition of Say What, for CBS 4 News and ValleyCentral.com, I'm Dan Joseph.